Yep, definitely got a problem. I buy way too much crap. I keep way too much crap. But this is what I do, you guys. Oh, this is going to take forever. Oh my goodness. This is definitely at least a 2-parter or 3-parter. And this is all crammed in one freaking drawer. Oh. What have I done to myself? Okay. So I just pulled everything out of my blush, bronzer, powder, foundation, primer drawer. And you guys, it is one drawer. I'm ashamed of myself. There is so much. Oh my god. Okay, so basically we're going to continue the decluttering series. This is going to be either one really long one or, oh my god, and I missed a powder. I see it sitting on my desk. I have a problem. I have a very real problem. Oh my god, but you guys, I'm probably going to break this up into primers and powders, foundations, and then blush, bronze, highlight. That's the plan. So let's just go ahead and get into it because this is going to take a long time. Alright, so as we can see, there's a lot here. So I'm just going to start organizing into foundations and then primers and powders. Oh, you guys. This is going to take a minute. Okay, wow, I have a lot more than I thought I did. Oh my goodness. I need to grab my magnetic palette because a lot of these in the highlight, blush, and bronzer category are in singles, and the ones that I keep are going to need a home. So, be right back. Okay. So, I guess we will just back you up a little bit. Start with primers. That I don't even have. Yeah, I do. No, my Smashbox is over there, but I'm not getting rid of my Smashbox. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Stick It to Pores Mattifying Pore Filling Primer. It's a balm and it doesn't mattify, it doesn't fill in or blur pores. I've used it a few times. I don't like it. And what I'm going to do different in this video, guys, is I'm going to have a pile for throwaways, a pile for giveaways, a pile for family and friends, and a pile that I'm keeping. So this is going in the throwaway pile because it doesn't even work. And then I have the e.l.f. Poreless Primer, which is honestly just like a lotion. And it's very moisturizing. My hands are very dry right now, and it's just, and it does smooth pores, and it's got a lovely, like, medicinal scent. I know that sounds weird, but it kind of smells like something that my grandmother used for her mussels when I was growing up. So because it is moisturizing and pore filling, I'm going to go ahead and keep that. So I'll put my keep pile right over here. Then I have 2 of the NYX pore filler, and I'm pretty sure that one's empty. That one's empty. These are honestly my favorite pore filling primers. Well, this is my favorite pore filling primer, but these are empty, so they're going to go. I don't even know why they've been taking up space in my drawer. Then I have the NYX Honeydew Me Up. I'm actually almost out of it. It's moisturizing. I use it more as a skin treatment than I do as a primer. I'll put it on, let it soak in, and then I'll put another primer over it. But I love this. I'm almost out of it. I need more, but I'm going to keep it because I'm actually trying to decide if I'm going to get another one of these or get one of the new Makeup Revolution Gold Elixirs. But I'm going to put that in the keeps. And then my ever trusty Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. It's just a nice moisturizing, thicker primer. It does fill pores, not as well as the pore filling Photo Ready does. And that's the next one I'm getting when I run out of this. But this one I think is going to last me forever because I've had it since August. Yeah. And it's good until August. So, who knows when I'll be getting a new primer. So we are through the primers. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to go into setting powders and powder foundations. This is my e.l.f. setting powder in Luminous Silk Luminescence. It's a slightly illuminating, very messy, loose powder. It has a slight beigey cast to it. It's supposed to be like a translucent. It is slightly beigey, but I don't mind that. I like the little bit of radiance I get off of it. So I'm going to keep that. And then my Coty Airspun. This is in just translucent. I take the sifter out of the top because I bake with this. So the sifter does me no good. I use this all the time. It's not going anywhere. Then I have the e.l.f. Corrective Yellow Powder, which I love this one because it's got like a little sifter lock. I need to try the yellow again. I haven't used it in a long time, and now that I've got a different tone to my skin, this might actually be brightening for me, so I'm going to put that in the keeps. Then I have the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Natural Mineral Corrective Powder in Creamy Natural. I don't know. I use this a lot because it's got like that white almost tone to it. So it helps brighten. I'm going to put that in the maybe. Then I have the airbrushing pressed mineral powder in Creamy Natural, and this actually has an SPF of 30 in it. And this is Physicians Formula as well. And this is just a beautiful powder. It's got beautiful coverage. And I love it. So it's not going anywhere because I can use that to set a BB cream and get extra coverage. This is my Mary Kay Mineral Powder Foundation. It's in Beige 1. I've had this for a couple of years. Again, I took the sifter out of it. It's a little dark for me, but when I have a really light foundation, I can usually deepen it up to match me with this. So that's not going anywhere. Wow, we're not making any progress, are we? Moving on to concealers, because we have quite a few of those. I have the L'Oreal True Match in Fair Light. And it looks like it's warm, 1, 2, and 3. I hate the applicator. I love the color. I hate the applicator. But I haven't reached for this in a really long time, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Then I have, I believe this one is, yeah, this is a CoverGirl stick. And it's really, 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 really emollient. I don't really get the best coverage off of it. So I'm going to let that go as well. The Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. This stuff was amazing. I remember this being touted as a dupe for the Kat Von D locket. But this is probably about 6 years old. Yeah, it has definitely gone bad. So that's going. Let's see, I have 2 Mary Kay concealers. One is in Deep Ivory and the other one is Corrective Peach. I used these so much that I'm having a hard time getting any. I love the ivory because it's like a neutral undertone, which is great because I have a neutral undertone. And then the corrective shade is like perfect for brightening my under eyes. I don't know if you guys can see those. That's the corrective one, and that's the Deep Ivory. So, I'm going to keep those. Put those over there in the keep pile. Get something to wipe off swatches. Then I have 2 Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. These are really, really good. I have C5 and C7. They are very similar in shade and in tone. C7 is actually my shade. C5 is pretty much dried up and empty, so I'm going to let that one go and keep the other. Then I have this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light. And this is one of those, I love Maybelline concealers. I used to have the Age Rewind, and it is fantastic. But this is one of those I just absolutely, like, I love the product. I hate the applicator. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in light medium beige. This one is pretty much my skin tone. Like, I don't even know, like, if you guys can. So this one is great for spot concealing for me. So I'm holding on to that one. I have the NYX Dark Circle Under Eye Corrector in light pale. The shelf life on this is 18 months. I've had it for 3 years. Time to go. Then I have the LA Colors Conceal Correct Peach. And this one is very, very orange, but it's great in the summer when my skin tone is darker. So I'm keeping that. From Aurora and Ipsy, I have the Pro Cover Up Concealer in Caramel Syrup. This came in one of my Ipsy bags. And it's too dark for me. Actually, yeah, it's too dark and it's too warm. I can't even, I couldn't even, what's the word? Come on, brain. Contour. I couldn't even contour with this. So, I hate to get rid of it. But I can't even use it. All I can do is swatch it. So I'm going to toss this into the giveaway pile and, well, the family and friends pile. And if somebody has deeper skin than I, then they can have it. This is the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer, Waterproof Concealer in light. This is so thick. Like, it's hard to get it out of the tube. But a little bit goes a very, very long way. And one little dot, and I did the whole back of my hand. I like the coverage on it. But it never really, like, for me, dried down and became waterproof. So, I think, especially because this one's in a tube, where it hasn't been, like, touched, I think I'm just going to clean this one up and put it in the family and friends pile. And I just recently got the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in 015 Honey. I love the doe foot on this one. I love the coverage on this one. I love that this is waterproof. I love that it dries down. It dries down very quickly. So I'm keeping that. Okay. Progress is being made, okay? Like, let me show you guys. So far, that is the trash pile. That's the maybe pile. Over there is the family and friends pile. And that's the keep pile. Okay, there's a lot more in there than there should be. But, you know, we've got foundations and blushes and bronzers and contour and highlight to go through still. So that's going to conclude this portion, which is the concealers and powders. I think the maybes over there, I think I'm going to I'm going to keep the powder and let go of the concealer. I've got a lot of concealers that I really like, but I don't think that it's crazy to have that many powders, especially since that's a compact, it's brightening. I can take it with me on the go. So thank you for being here for this round of the, you see my penguin, of the decluttering. If you haven't already and you'd like to, subscribe down below.